Which floor? Thank you all, and particularly our business advisors, for coming to the Senate. Our main purpose today is to hear her proposal for working with us on the launch of with Miss Diane Allen from Concepts International and the Enterprise Education Package. Stephen, could you bring Mrs. Allen up to date on what's happened with the club?
Okay. After doing really well in a national Plan Your Own Enterprise competition, and now we have just won the tender to launch this package. Here's the mock-up. The package includes a book, a CD-ROM, and of course, a CD-ROM.
School is just one of the many schools, companies and organisations all over Australia. But what is it just business?
The most enterprising thing I've ever done is to start up the Ashgrove Farm cheese factory here, starting from nothing.
I decided to move out of home and look after myself.
Finding out about the family history.
As kids during the Depression, we made soap and traded it for petrol coupons.
Eine große Nation muss dauernd zusehen, wie gegen Recht und vertragliche Bestimmungen Angehörige des Blutes, die man im tiefsten Frieden überfallen und vom Reich weggerissen hat, nimmer behandelt werden als in normalen Staaten Verbrecher.
Educating our children in an isolated area.
I was barman for 10 years. I took a business loan and I set this place up.
I love being my own boss, and I wish someone had taught me about self-employment at school.
An enterprising individual has a positive, flexible and adaptable.
Welcome to the world's largest classroom, the Southern Ocean. This classroom plays a very big part in the curriculum at Dover. The District High School works with local industry in several different ways to improve the career prospects of students. Traditional fishing has up until now been one of the main careers for local school leavers, but it is now being replaced by aquaculture.
We get the chance to influence in the region. The whole field is changing quickly and we have to work together.
Last year As a family farm, we had to value add to survive. The responsibility for setting up the business fell onto me. And I'd never learned anything about running a business, either at school or at my cheese-making course at college. And I'd never learned anything about running a business. People on the land have always been self-reliant, but today they need to be super enterprising.
Then there's self-employment.
Sports management is a bit hard to understand unless you're doing it.
The idea of running my own fitness store sounds great.
I got the chance to work Shadow Doug. He's the administrator of a professional basketball team.
I got the chance to have a say in how sports management is taught in the schools.
I guess I learned how to be enterprising myself.
$50,000 over there. 120, 130, 200 to Jason. 300, 950. 950 to Jason.
Jason has just paid $950,000 for this electronics kit.
Congratulations, Jason.
It sounds a bit steep. Jason earned his money in a lot of different ways.
I was a tank technician for a while, looking after, and I caught some European. We can sell them to the government for $15 a gram. And I had a job as a can crusher also.
It's important to make schoolwork relevant to the kids and to put it into kids happening all around you
The context is already there.
Any risks involved?
There's a risk of looking pretty stupid if nobody turns up.
Emily, are you sure this is the cheapest way to do this? Okay, it's just that I have to make a living out of it.
They are learning how to make a living.
That's great. You did, didn't you? Maybe you could make a living as an artist as well, Emily.
There are 3 out of the curriculum.
I'm just not wear it today.
Get the curriculum.
Okay.
Erin is the Quality Assurance Officer at the Newstead Heights Catering Enterprise. Like all her teammates, she's in a role which suits her abilities and her learning needs. The enterprise has been running for 15 years. Teacher Heather Jukes explains the approach.
We find that our students, like any others, tend to learn better from second-hand rather than first-hand.
One student can sort into denominations and lots, another can count, another can add, another can calculate, and so on, all the way up to doing the banking and managing the account.
But this isn't boring. I like a challenge and I like to talk, so I volunteered to talk to this guy.
I was just wondering if you could come down to our live stream and give us some ideas.
If you look at these people, they've got more patterns.
When Ken comes, I've got to make sure we make good.
What do you think we should ask him?
If we ask him that, he's just gonna... We need to time down a bit more.
It's good to hear James saying that, because he's a bit disruptive too if he's not interested.
Okay, let's take some notes.
Enterprise is about seeing how things could be rather than just accepting what is. Very importantly, it's not just having ideas, it's doing something to make them happen.